Here we go. The 5 lights come on. Oh. Looks like someone jumped the start. Beatnik jumped the start. Gotta love that, but lights out and away we go. Luke heads down to turn 1, 3 wide into turn number 1. Luke comes out worse, and it looks like Scyther gets ahead of Reese as they head down into turn number 3. Luke gets a little bit bogged down, now dealing with Cryptic on his outside. They head down to turn number 5, little swiggle woggles by some of the cars, but Scyther gets ahead of Luke, get himself into the lead. Reese right down his inside. Can he get into the lead? Sneaking a peek? No, he cannot. But Scyther leads the charge ahead of the field with Reese right behind Cryptic in 3rd. Luke had a horrendous start. He's all the way down in 4th place. And also we're have to exclude Gerard out of it because he already did a stop. Everyone else is on the meet as Pinarello's crashed in turn 5.
Oh, in his return to RPL, he's out of the race. Oh, how unfortunate. He had a good start too, gaining spots, Titan.
Now, because of the safety cars, this will help Scyther go a little longer on those medium tires. Let's see where he goes, and we're off and away. And Reese is staying right with them. We're back on the green here in Singapore. It's probably it's probably tighter than some spots in Monaco. I mean, that's something you really don't want to do. It looks like, well, we got trouble in turn 14.
Grandpa in Shanghai.
Shanghai and Grandpa around. DRS train number 2. Jax is around on the main straight.
And that brings up the 2nd safety car to this race. That now means
I think Jaxa probably Lance Strolled himself.
Maybe. Well,
because I mean he crashed basically in the same spot that Lance Stroll did in Q1. And Gerard is the first boy into the penalty box with a time penalty in the final corner.
Well, that's never good. Not a good place to do it. You can run wide there in the dirty air. You see Beatnik on the inside of Hunted there in the background. He thought he could do it, but he's invited Scyther right there to take the both of them on.
All 3 wide.
That never ends well. However, Scyther's being very careful about this. Hunted's still trying to stick his nose in, and they all find out where they want to be and where they can be safely.
Scyther gets by both Beatnik and Hunted to get in the 7th place. This is a man that really doesn't want to quit. I mean, literally, he could be gone for a while, and he still comes back fighting swinging. Oh, Lewis Piper's crashed!
And that brings up the VSC. Bourbon's involved. What happened there?
Yeah, there it is. Right into the old Singapore sling, pretty much, and Bourbon.
Oh, safety car.
He has heavy damage, I think.
It's the full safety car now out.
Wow.
Yeah, so it switched from a VSC to a full safety car. We've not seen that happen in a while. Rebel will double stack. This is important to watch. How much does Cryptic back off here? Oh, Minico! Under the safety car because of the stacking up. Luke got a 5-second for that, and Minico into the pit barrier right there.
Might go medium soft at this rate, mate.
Okay, go any slower, Cryptic, mate.
Now it's Ads reacting to Scyther. So let's see what happens. Now Scyther went bolted right by the pit entry, and he bolts at the end of the chicane. We're underway. And Scyther pulls away a nice little comfortable gap as we get going.
He's out! Shanghai overcorrected it! Oh, I saw that right there. Unfortunate, he lost the rear.
Shanghai just not good at all. If you just since you just mentioned it, Shanghai just
Hunted a Minico.
Overcorrected and crash. Well, Minico's done.
And now that's the VSC. Oh.
you okay? That was a nasty hit. Turn the engine off and wait for the marshals.
Yep.
Oh! Reese! It's a pileup! It's a pileup! With
Holy!
Corbin and Jack! Oh my god! He hit the back of the Mercedes right there and it collected almost the whole field. Your championship leader is in more trouble.
Az is still comfortably in that second place spot as Owen is being battled by Luke for the sixth place spot. Yee! I mean, Reese has no points at all. Well, never mind. No, he's back in it. He did get past Jack. So Reese. Whoa!
He gives Owen the bump, and I don't know if he meant to do that, but Owen blocked him off right there, and that would be big if he could just get by because he's got other cars who he needs to catch in front with penalties. Owen does let Jack go. I think he was doing that to get Jack to close in. I'm not 100% sure, but Owen did try to defend there, and it came at the expense of Reese moving him out of the way. Next is 70% of the battery. Wow, Molly's below 10%.
Battery. Will's got none.
Yeah.
And a sit and duck Will is, and Annex will get himself into third. See what happens going into this braking zone here. And Will gives him a little tap and almost got loose and spun by Luke after that little tap.
Yep, and now Elsa Forgi has to get everything he can to get by Molly. Will that 5 second be appealed or not? I'm sure it will if he just does the pit in the rest of this race. So he gives Molly the squeeze. Molly brushes the barrier for just a moment. And Luke is ahead of Molly right there. Does Molly charge back at it? He's wanting to. He's in the slipstream. Not close enough there. Cryptic in the background getting by Zakaria. Zakaria hasn't had a point in RPL since Monaco earlier this season. Yeah, but a little bit more. No doubt about it. Reese got Zakaria, and now Zakaria is under threat from Jack. Zakaria not going to let Jack go so easily, and I think this is extremely costing Jack a lot of time because both of them at DRS. Jack was on the back of Reese to give him a fight. Zakaria continuing to block Jack off, showing him the inside line that he does not want him to go to, and now Jack easily gets through. It took a little bit, but Zakaria let him go right there. Remember, Zakaria's on loan. It's not like Zakaria is actually the Academy teammate full-time there. He's on loan.
So it looks like Gerard is going to go on to the softs. And Zakaria onto the mediums. And Annex loses third to Luke. And Cryptic on the outside to get past Will. And he does so and claims 5th place. But Cryptic has virtually no ERS left, only 6% left. Has a nice 8-second lead over Luke right now. And here comes Reese past Will, and he is into 6th place.
Molly slipped up there, beating it up by Bourbon as well for the 11th spot.
Maybe I missed one of them. I don't know.
Maybe? I'm not sure. Reese on Annex. Here we go. Inside line, late in the brakes, forces him to back out. Easy move done there. I also say if Cryptic can't get by ads right here, I say you switch Cryptic and Reese by the end of this race to the stick of the championship. It's 2 points, but it might matter. Cryptic sends it and almost too deep, but somehow Daniel Ricciardo style gets through an ads.
Fair play. Nice.
Unfortunately, Ads is not going to be in DRS against Cryptic coming down this straight, so this means Ads is going to be vulnerable here against Reese, as Reese sends it down on the outside, and Reese is ahead and up into 4th. But as we get onto the leader now, he's coming around the final corners. He's missed multiple races. He's got a 3rd in Monza. He'll get a win here in Singapore. Scyther wins the RPL Singapore Grand Prix. Now Luke will come across to finish in 2nd, but we'll see where he is actually going to get bumped down to. Cryptic will take 2nd place. Reese will be 3rd. Ads will take 4th, and Annex will just nip Luke by 2/10 to get into 5th place. Luke will have to settle for 6th. Jack just barely misses out. He gets 7th. Malley will be in 8th. Still tires intact. And now next up is going to be crossing over is Beatnik. He'll be 9th place. And the final points position goes to Red Fire. He'll get 10th place.
And here are your final results from the Grand Prix. The driver standings, the constructor standings that will be provided on the screen in just a moment. If you want to pause and look over them, absolutely go ahead and do that for our future Tier 1 races and our next event. Every Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. British Standard Time. Catch us then on the Twitch, RPL_XB1. And until next time, have a good one. We will see you for the next event.